If you're trying to become more successful in life, you have to learn to do the boring stuff. Let's not waste any time and jump right in. First is, you need to have a strong foundation. You see the really good basketball players that's doing all the flashy moves, but what you don't see is like the thousands of hours of boring stuff they're doing behind the scenes. And this is the same with life. You are not succeeding in life because you are not spending enough time in the back end, the boring stuff. Take for instance, if you can't handle criticisms well, even if you get a high paying job, you'll get them constantly and it will make you want to quit. If you don't grow your patience in learning a new skill, you won't ever become smart enough to handle a senior position. If you don't learn long-term planning, you'll waste your time jumping from job to job while other people are getting promotions. All these skills that I mentioned are just part of the small foundations that you need to take your life from basic to advanced. And the reason that people are not developing these skills isn't because they can't. It's boring, it's not fun, it's not attractive, but these are the things that gets you success. If you're looking to become a man that knows their way around the world, hit that subscribe button. But next, to balance that, you also need what I so-called the killer instinct. I didn't actually make this term, and also to be clear, this isn't about like killing people. This is referring to an instinct that's inside all of us that's really on like a primal level that makes us want to attack, defend, and be aggressive. Why do you think men like Call of Duty, boxing, MMA, swords, guns, when these are all really dangerous things? That's really the primal side of men that's not really afraid of combat. Where you have this urge to attack and win, that's the killer instinct. Of course, nowadays you can't just go and attack people, and I'm not telling you to go and do that. And then masculinity is getting a lot of heat right now for just simply being a man. But what I am saying is, you should have this killer instinct towards the goals in your life. And not just sitting around and being brain dead and feeling guilty that you just wasted 4 hours on Netflix. Your enemy now isn't really a physical person or a bully. It's, how do I become more financially stable? Or how do I increase my social skills? You want to attack these problems like your life depends on it. Next is, you need to keep playing the boring game. When you're taking classes in school, the name of the game is follow instructions and you'll get an A. Everything is clear and you know exactly what to do, and it's pretty boring. But now that you graduate, the game is just a different boring game. And this game is about exchanges. How can you exchange what you have learned in your major and exchange it for something that you need, like money and resources? Exchanging your time and your skills for your salary. Exchanging your social skills for a group of friends. And of course, I'm not saying everything is super transactional and then that's how you should live your life. But there's a basic exchange component that's underlying within every relationship that you will have. Even in friendships, helping each other out is mutual, never one-sided. This is the new boring game that you have to learn to play if you want to learn how to be more successful in life. You also have to understand that the rules have changed and this game will never end. Last is, being too eager is not a good thing. Working a year at a job does not guarantee a promotion. Spending 6 months is not nearly enough to master a skill, because the real pace of growth in life is slow and boring. Hopefully this video has been slightly more exciting than that. But if you're way too eager and then you expect things to happen a lot quicker than it's supposed to be, you'll get frustrated easily. You'll give up faster and you'll become more depressed. And this isn't because you're not doing well, it's just most of the stuff that you see online are either fake or abnormal. I'm just telling you, that kid that started a $1 million business at 18 definitely had a lot of help. But these are really the stories that people want to push for online because it gets views and it makes a good story. But is this realistic? No. So if you really measure yourself according to those standards, of course you're going to get really depressed. And there's a good chance that you're improving every day already. You're actually doing pretty well. You can let me know in the comments, how boring is your life? And I will see you in my next video.